Hi, my name is Sippy Livne. If you celebrate the holiday of Purim, I invite you to join the challenge After Purim, Throw It Away. What is the challenge after Purim, throw it away? What is the holiday of Purim? If you're not Jewish, maybe you're wondering that. The holiday of Purim is, you could say, the Jewish equivalent of Halloween. The reasons for the holiday are very different from Halloween, but a lot of the traditions are similar. The people dress up, the kids go out in costumes, and there's a lot of candy and junk food that is exchanged between people because one of the traditions is to give food packages. So what happens is a lot of times, similarly to Halloween, at the end of Purim, a lot of times there's a lot of junk food around the house that we really don't need. And then people think how to get rid of it. And this is where the After Purim Throw It Away challenge comes in, because I want to challenge you after Purim, instead of pushing it on other people or trying to pass it on, throw it in the garbage. Why do we want to get rid of it from our house? Because we know that these foods, these junk foods, all this candy and cakes and chocolates and stuff like that, where there's way too much of it, it's not good for us, right? It's fattening, it causes cavities, it causes inflammation in the body, and really is not healthy. You know, it taxes the liver, and we all know, and it's being published a lot now, what the health harms of eating too much sugar is. So here's the thing. If you're trying to pass on that food to other people, like to who? To your kids' friends in school, tell your kid to take it to school. Maybe you leave it in the teacher's room. Maybe you send it to like some health workers, like as if you're going to like say thank you to them and do something good for them. If you live in Israel or wherever, you're going to pass it on to the soldiers. Well, they get so much junk food in these holidays anyway, and it's just as unhealthy for them. It makes the same cavities, the same inflammation, taxing their livers too. Why would you want to pass on these foods if they're harmful to health to somebody else? So you might say, well, they don't have to eat it. Yeah, but think about it. When it's there, people eat it because it's tasty, because it's engineered for people to eat more than they intended or when they didn't intend to. And that same engineering, that same enticing flavor, that makes like this sort of unconscious eating and people eating it when they didn't mean to and then feel bad about it, that happens to your friends or your kids' friends or the soldiers or whoever it is you passed it on to. But it's hard to do that, and I understand, because we were all educated not to waste food. But let's think about that a minute. When we were told not to waste food, the food that they were talking about was nutritious, right? Food that helps people to be healthy and grow, and there wasn't enough of it then. But today, thankfully, we live in a time when there's enough food. Not only is there enough food, there's too much food. And let's think about the food now that we're sort of a little bit resistant to wasting. Is it really food? No. It is food products that is meant to make people eat in the name of profit. So let's not think about this really as food, but as junk. And where does junk belong? In the garbage. So if there's things that you've decided to keep and eat, or if somebody has requested it, that's one thing. But this year, join the After Purim Throw It Away challenge. And if you have extra junk food that you really feel that you don't need and you don't want it around the house after Purim, instead of trying to pass it on to other people who they don't need it just as well, throw it away. Because then if we throw away the extra junk food that we have, we'll eat less junk. So that is my weekly message. Please like this video, share it, comment on it, and subscribe to my YouTube video, like my Facebook page, and I will see you next week on Sippy's Weekly Message. Have a happy Purim. Bye.